ॐ सहना भवतु। Teacher, after me, you follow me. ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना भवतु
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु
सह वीर्यं करवावहै।
सह वीर्यं करवावहै
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
शशिवर्णै चतुर्भुजम्
शशिवर्णे चतुर्भुजम्
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये।
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं
वरदे कामरूपिणी
वरदे कामरूपिणी
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम्
येनाक्षरसमाज्ञायम्
अधिगम्य महेश्वरात्
अधिगम्य महेश्वरात्
कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम्
कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम्
तस्मै पाणिनये नमः।
तस्मै पाणिनये नमः।
अकुहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः
अकुहविसर्जनीयां कण्ठः
इचूयशानां तालु ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा ऋतुलसानां दन्त्याः उपद्मानीयानाम् औष्ठौ यमगणनानां नासिकाञ्च एदैतौ कण्ठतालु ओदौतौ कण्ठोष्ठम् वकारस्य दन्तोष्ठम् जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूलम् नासिका अनुस्वारस्य in Visarga Sandhi, we were seeing Visarga Sandhi happens before Visarga and after Visarga. What are the letters? So this part in alphabet, it's called vowel, swara, we know. These two lines, two columns, are called hard consonant. It's written here hard. Kathor Vyanjan, and these are called all soft. This sha sha sa is written here hard. So up to here. So semi-vowel are considered in both. Sometimes generally soft consonant, mrudu vyanjan. Mrudu, or we can call as a soft consonant. So here soft, soft, soft is not written here soft or, but no, but it is considered as soft also. And hakara is also soft consonant. It seems hakara. And Visarga Sandhi takes place according to what are after Visarga. Is it hard consonant? Is it vowels or soft consonant? We have seen, anybody has any problem with this exercise, what I have given? Any question?
Yes,
Yes, yes, Sharmila ji.
in number 12.
Which one here?
Sharo plus Bhava.
Your voice is not clear, but which one? Vidadami.
Sharo plus Bhava. It's number 12.
12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, sorry, like this.
Twantagata. This one?
No, no, no. No, it's one below that.
According to row wise.
Row wise, second row. Second row 5.
Second row 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aksharo Bhava.
Yes, that is
Actually, I have already given. Actually, I have already given Sandhi. Actually, Ksharaha Bhava.
So it is ulta karne ka hai kya?
No, yeah, if you can ulta, it's good. But actually, Ksharaha Bhava.
Because here
So I was right.
It's already there.
Yeah.
What to do?
It is already Sandhi. Because I was doing everything I have taken from Gita. So when I forgot to put Ksharaha. Okay, yeah.
okay.
Anything else now?
So Amiji, even below that, Manaha plus Riddhi. The next one.
Manoruddhi. Because that's why I have shown you today, Hakara is also considered as a soft consonant. So we have seen two sandhis, no? Total. Before Visarga is Akara. After Visarga, Akara. Then both together becomes O. This Akara drops. In the place of Akara, we have to put Avagraha, that we have seen. So classical example is Saha Aham. We put as a Soham.
You know what happens, Swamiji? Somehow I have a note that per is not except per.
Yeah.
They are soft consonants.
Actually, Rudhi means Hakara. plus R. So first H will come now. So H considered as a soft consonant. So it will become Manoruddhi. Manoruddhi Niruddhya. And one, everybody has done correctly, but still we have seen one exceptional.
Yeah, that is because here the consonant was there, Swami. So I was really troubled.
Very
Saro bhava. So O is a vowel.
Yeah.
Then bha is a consonant. So I was really confused. I just put it same exceptional. They remain the same.
Yeah. Just one minute. One was Prayana Kale Api. You have done correctly as a Ayav Sandhi, no?
Yes.
But another option I have told, if it is at the end of word. So Prayana Kale A is the end of the word. That I have shown you, no, exceptional. So we have to write is yeah, simply this will drop. That I would like to show you. 1 minute. Prayana Kale Chapi Mameva. Look. So this remain as it is Prayana Kale, only Akara drops. Okay. Otherwise, everybody has done nicely, only 2. But that you might have forgotten. This is a Ayav Sandhi, but it is an exceptional rule of Ayav Sandhi. Clear? So the rule is if A is the end of the word. So here Prayana Kale is the end of word, and another word start as Api is different. So here Ayav Sandhi may take place, nothing wrong, but according to exceptional rule, this only, sorry, A will drop. So it will write like this, what is given in Gita. Even here it will be there. Prayana Kale, Prayana Kale, Prayana Kale.
Just went up, Swamiji.
But it went up at that Chakara was there.
Yeah.
That's why I am finding just Akara after A. But I think it is not there, only in 7th chapter, end of the 7th chapter. So it's clear now. Everybody is rest thing. I think it's clear.
Question. In the last one, issue avasthit.
What will come?
Half ver and then ver.
Yeah.
I have to write it as half ver or just write it with the hal?
I will show you. Suppose Tesh, then Ukara plus Avasthita. So both becomes half. One minute. Yeah, becomes half. This O becomes half. So this will join here, Teshwa. So here they
I was not sure.
were and Avasthita. This A will join Hapva become Teshwa Avasthita. Tveshva, then again Vasthitaha. Double verb will come. Clear?
Yes.
Hmm.
Not sure that we have to make the shirt half.
Hmm. So we have completed two sentences. One is before Visarga is Akara and after Visarga if Akara, then A becomes O and A is dropped. In the place of Akara, Avagraha will come. Second rule we have seen is before Visarga still Akara, but after Visarga is soft consonant, Mridu Vyanjana. Then Visarga and Akara becomes O. So Ramo Gacchati, Namaha Narayan becomes O, Namo Narayan. Dhyayato Vishayam Pumsaha Sangasteshu Upajayate. So becomes O. We have seen last week these two sandhis. Okay? Comfortable, no?
Yes.
Yeah. Now we are going to see third one. So here still before Visarga is Akara. But after Visarga, any vowel except A or A, any vowel. So it may come A or A, any vowel means any vowel. So suppose Bhuyaha Eva, what I have given. Bhuyaha Eva Mahabaho Shruno Me Paramam Vacha. 10th chapter, first verse. Bhuyaha Eva. So how Visarga will behave? Nothing will take place. Visarga simply drops. Nothing will be there. Then we have to write Bhuya Eva. Bhuya Eva. Only this much. Nothing much need to remember. So Bhuya Eva. So what are other I have given? I don't know. So Ramaha Ichchati. Rama Ichchati. Yah Enam. Ya Enam Van Vetti Hantaram. Yaschainam Manyate Hadam. So at that time also. So we have to remember this one only. Before Visarga, Akara, and after Visarga, any vowel except A and A. You want to see some example? We can see in Gita. We will find somewhere. I have asked from here only. Is not available. Suppose Veda Vido Vadanti. So actually here it would be Veda Vidaha, because Vakara is a soft consonant. That's why A becomes O. Veda Vido Vadanti. Same way, Yadichantaha, Yat Ichantaha becomes O. So this way you can do all. If you have Gita, you can many sandhis. I have asked from here, Manoruddhi Niruddhyacha. What Sharmilaji's question? Look, Sahayati Paramam Gati. So, yeah, this is semi-vowel, but still Saha plus Yati. So Sa simply drops because Yakara is semi-vowel. Ardhaswara, half swara. So Sa Yati Madbhava. So it's a good example. But I will send you some. Yeah, Bhutagramasya evayam Bhutva Bhutva Saha eva. Actually Saha. But after Visarga, any vowel means eva. So becomes Sa eva. But after drops of Visarga, there is a no further Sandhi. Otherwise, you can tell now which Sandhi will take place. A plus A becomes O. It's clear? There is a no much. So we can proceed further. Clear, no? Now, next Sandhi. Until now, we have seen before A. Three we have seen before A Visarga, after A Visarga. That we have seen. Second one is before Visarga A, after Visarga soft consonant Mrudu Vyanjan. So here Soham, you have to remember. This is Namo Narayana. Still we have seen before Visarga A, after Visarga any vowel. Visarga simply drops, nothing else. So Bhuyaha Eva. So before Visarga, all Visarga Sandhi is over. Now, before Visarga A, before Visarga A, and after Visarga may be any vowel and soft consonant. any swara or mrudu vyanjan. No rule, simply visarga drops. So remain a without visarga, any vowel and soft consonant. So I have keeping here Atra Shura Maheshwasaha Bhima Arjuna Samayudhi is the first. Actually Shuraha Maheshwasaha. But before Visarga, it is a Akara. So if you check in Gita, there is a no Visarga. Shura Maheshwasa. Same way Nayaka Ha Mama Sainyasya. So here before Visarga A, after Visarga, soft consonant. This Makara is a soft consonant. So simply Nayaka Mama Sainyasya. Same way Vyavasthitaha Vayam. So here Visarga is dropped. Nothing else. Only Visarga drops. If there is a Akara before Visarga. Let's see something if we can find out in Gita. Suppose Prayataha Yanti. Actually, Visarga is here. But because of soft consonant, Visarga drops. Same way Tatra Prayataha Gachanti. But this is again Mrudu Vyanjana. Prayata Gachanti. In 1 minute, in first 03. This is the first chapter of Gita. So Atra Shuraha Maheshwasaha. So here Shuraha actually. Maheshwasaha. But before Visarga is A. Before Visarga A. So simply Visarga drops. There is no further any sandhi takes place. Even here also what we have said previous sandhi. Before Visarga A, after Visarga any vowel except A or A. So here Vikrantaha and then Uttamoja. So this Visarga drops, simply drops, nothing. Here again Vishishtaha. So when we chant in 4 quarters, at that time we have to chant Asmakam tu Vishishtaha if we give pause. But if we speak whole line together, Asmakam tu Vishishtaye tan nibodat dvijottama. Here again Nayakaha Mama Sainyasya. So again here before Visarga is a Akara. You might have question, you should have question, how we can know here Visarga is there. So suppose, but when you learn more,
very first Mamakaha, yeah, the Visarga is there.
Mamakaha, no? Mamakaha.
Yeah, Yeah.
But after Visarga, what is that? Soft
I'm quiet.
consonant. This is soft consonant or hard consonant?
It's a heart.
That's why it doesn't drop, no?
Okay.
This also will come. This rule will also we will see. We are seeing here, no? Now last. Until now we have seen before Visarga, we have three rules, and before Visarga, now before Visarga, any vowel. Means any swara. And after Visarga, anything means except we can take AV, means any vowel or soft consonant. So what will happen to Visarga? So Visarga becomes soft with half refa. This will remain same.
Swamiji, here any vowels means including a also before Visarga.
No, here
Here.
because a and a separate, because if we put again a here, so here a can come, huh? Here a will come.
No, before Visarga.
Before Visarga, we have seen three rules, no? Anita
That's
ji?
one I understood.
Yeah. These three. Then after, before Visarga a, that we have seen. But now, third means before Visarga, any vowel except a and a.
Yes, okay.
Okay, yeah, except a and a. So this becomes refa. Let me see something. What I have written here is buddhi eka, vyavasita buddhi. Second chapter. Buddhi eka. So before Visarga, an ikara is there. It is not a or a. So this becomes half refa. So buddhi remains as it is. Eka remains as it is. But when this refa will simply joint with a. So becomes buddhi reka. Buddhi reka. Now I have written here mrutyuhu dhruvam. Jatasya hi dhruvo mrutyu. Dhruvam janma mrutasya cha. Dhruvam. So before Visarga is the ukara, and ukara is not a and a. So this becomes half refa. Mrutya. This refa and dhruvam. This refa The mrityu remains as it is. Sorry. This visarga converted to refa. So this refa will go up to dhruv. So mrityu dhruvam. This refa will go up. Mrityu dhruvam. Still, Vayuhu Nava. You have written this one? Can I erase? Now Vayuhu. This is also from second chapter, Sthita Pragnasya. Vayuhu plus Navam. So Vayu remains as it is. And this Visarga converts into half Refa. So final will be Vayur Nav. Clear? Can we check something in Gita? Here it is written, Shveta Hayehi Yukte. Shvetehi Hayehi Yukte. Actually, there are three. Good. Shveta means white. Shvetehi. Haye means horses. Hayehi plus Yukte. Krishna's chariot with white horses. Yukte. So we can write Shvetei. Then after Refa is a soft consonant. So it becomes half Refa. Again Hayehi. Yeah, that I forgot. But Ekara is not A and A. That's why this Visarga becomes Refa. And again Yukte. So this Refa will go up Shveter, Hayer, Yukte. Clear? Mm. If we complete, vowel sandhi and visarga sandhi, we can go one by one some Gita verses. So it is good practice for you. Here, Kaihi Maya Sahayodavyam. Kaihi So before Visarga A, so we can write Kai as it is. Again, Visarga converts into half Refa and Maya. So again, Kair Maya. Kair Maya. Here also Durbuddhehe Yuddhe. So again Durbuddhe. Before Visarga A is there, so this Refa goes up. Visarga becomes Refa. This is also. Still we can finish one. This is good. Senayoho Ubayoho Madhye. There are two words, Senayoho. Senayoho Ubayoho. Ubayoho Madhye. So everywhere before Visarga is O. So this Visarga becomes Refa. Ubayoho. Again Refa. So this Refa joins with Ukara, so it's become Ru. But after Visarga soft consonant, this is Refa goes up. This is fifth rule. I think we have completed fifth rule of Visarga. First one, second one. If sometimes, A comes, Soham. If sometime A comes, so in traditional texts, they put two avagraha. So we can understand this is A is there. So we have seen first rule, before Visarga A, after Visarga A becomes O, Soham. First rule we have seen. Second rule, we have seen before Visarga A, but after Visarga, soft consonant. So still Visarga becomes O, Namo Narayan. Third rule we have seen, before Visarga, A is followed by either any vowel or soft consonant. Today we have seen is Visarga simply drops. So Naraha Atanti, if I say people are roaming. So Naraha Atanti, so you say Narant Atanti. If we say Nara, no, not khadanti. Naraha gachanti. So nara gachanti. So here visarga simply drops. Fourth rule, just now we have seen, because up until here, before visarga before a or a, so before visarga, now any vowel, and is followed by either any vowel. Any vowel when I say, but except a and a, that you have to remember, because we have completed what Anita ji said, except a and a. Or soft consonant. So visarga becomes refa, half refa, that we have seen. So if you have noticed, so after visarga we have seen a or a. After visarga we have seen soft consonant. Here also before a, any vowel or soft consonant. Even before any vowel, this is any vowel or soft consonant. Still, we have not seen what will happen if after visarga, hard consonant will be there. So hard consonant means kakha, kakha, chacha, tatha, tatha, papha. So now this rule will come. But I think tomorrow, next week we will see. Today we will see something in Anton. So it is also good for you. Some noun. So it is given here. Lesson 3. Masculine and neuter nouns in a, nominative and accusative. Masculine means Pullinga. Pullinga. Neuter means Napusakalinga. So noun. Suppose when we say Ramaha, again. So this noun is ending with akara. It's called masculine. M means masculine, Pullinga. But there is a vanam. Vana. But being neuter, we have to always add half makar. So this vanam is considered as a neuter, means Napusakalinga. Even we know mitra. Mitra is a Napusakaling neuter word, mitram. And all words, means ending in whatever a consonant, that can be declined in 8 vibhaktis. So that is explained here. Now we go through this. So in Sanskrit, the grammatical function of a noun in a sentence is indicated by special terminations called case ending. So in every mother tongue, we use preposition like with mother is in English. We can say in Hindi, maa ke saath. So it is called, we are using something prepositions, but in Sanskrit it is not like that. If we say maa ke saath, so we can say matrubhihi, matra. Ram ke saath, so ramena. We can't say ram ke saath. So it's called case ending. So they have given, for instance, there is a noun is putraha. akara ending masculine becomes putra when it is subject, means nominative. Subject karta. Subjects means karta. It becomes putram when it is a direct object, means karma. Suppose I say putraha pushpam pashyati. Now you know what is the meaning of pashya, means to see. Pashyati. So putra always comes in prathama vibhakti. They called is the nominative. They have written is a subject. So in English is called subject. I'm just SUB, subject. In Sanskrit, it is called karta. One who does any job, any work, always comes in first case, first vibhakti. So visarga is added, putraha. Putra becomes putraha. And same putra, it becomes putram when it is a direct object. Suppose I write here, same putra will remain same, but if I write here, Janakaha. Janakaha means father. Pita can be also father, but it is a rukara ending, so I'm not using it. Janakaha akara ending. Janakaha, if I say father sees a son, so putra becomes putram, pashyati. Pashyati remains same. But putra became an object of seeing of father. The putra of father is a karma of father, pashyati. So it becomes putram when it is a direct object, is called karma. This karma is a technical name. The object of seeing father. The father sees a son. So this is called karma vibhakti. Second case, dvitiya vibhakti. What we express by means of prepositions such as with, by, to, for, from, of, and in. In English, we are using with the help of this. Saha. We are taking some help from others. It always considers with. Saha. Even by, same meaning. With. To. Father, look into me. So it comes in second vibhakti. For. Consider as a chaturth vibhakti. From. Rukshat phalam patati. It is called from. Some relationship. Dasharathasya putraha Ramaha. So this is of. In Gujarati we say noni nuna. Is the son of Dasharatha. And last one is called in. Somewhere, we have to show some location, some place. We say it is in. So in Sanskrit, there is a no in with. So they say this all also rendered into Sanskrit by case ending. So there are 8 cases in Sanskrit. And what are the name? It is given in English. So nominative. In Sanskritam, we have to remember as a karta. Accusative is called karma. Karma vibhakti, karta vibhakti. Instrumental is called karana. Is called karana vibhakti. Dative is a chaturtha vibhakti, is called sampradhanam. Sometime, you know, we can ask, I am giving money. We ask to whom? So we say dinaya. For poor people, is called fourth sampradhanam. Panchami vibhakti is called ablative. In Sanskrit, it is called apadhanam. So first karta, second karma, third one instrumental cause karan, fourth one is dative called sampradhanam, fifth one is ablative called apadhanam, sixth one genitive is called sambandha vibhakti. Relationship show, sambandha. And seventh one is called locative. What's the name of locative? Place, it shows place. Classical name, I forgot. Sambandha, locative. So if we say Rukshatale, so it shows the, it where shows the display is the location, but I forgot the name in Sanskrit. What is shows location? Anybody knows? Might have.
Thana?
No, adhikaran. Yeah, adhikaran saptami. Not sthanam, adhikaranam. Adhikaranam is sthanam, but this is a technical name, adhikaran. Here, karana, adhikaran. And sometimes say, oh son, is called vocative. Vocative means to call, oh Rama. Sambodhanam. Sambodhanam vihaya, Sambodhanam. 8th one is called Sambodhan. This is vocative. Yeah, it is written here. Vocative, Sambodhana. So karta, karma, karana, sampradhanam, apadhanam, sambandha, sambodhanam, adhikarana saptami. Yeah. So one karta, second karma, third one is called karana, fourth one is called sampradhanam, dative in English. Fifth is called ablative, but apadhanam. Genitive means sambandha, shashti. 7th Adhikarana Saptami, and 8th one is called Sambodhana. We can have look, one is, we always use Rama, but this is what we were seeing in our 8th, 9th, 10th class, you know. This is Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramo, Raman, Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi, Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah, Ramat, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyah, Ramasya, Ramayoho, Ramanam, Rame, Ramayoho, Rameshu, Rama, Ramo, Ramaha. But meaning we will say, actually we know, but Ramaha, Karta, to Rama, with Rama, for Rama, from Rama, of Rama, in Rama, or Rama. Like that. But detail we will see next time. Any question?
Swamiji, I have a question.
Yeah.
How will we know that a word is a pulling, stealing, or napumsakling?
So if Visarga comes, Ramaha, if Akara there, it's called Ramaha. So if Akara, after Akara, if Visarga comes, it's called masculine. If A will come, Sita is Akara ending. We can say it is a feminine. It's Strilinga, but always in neuter, half Ma will come. We will see, but Vanam, Putram. So it's called neuter gender, Napusakaling. But more you will see, you will. Yeah.
મને તો ગીતાનું જયારે ચેન્ટિંગ કરીએ છીએ ને તો બાકીની બધી સંધિ છે એ ખબર પડી જાય છે. સપોઝ અવગ્રહ વાળી કેવી કે અહીંયા સંધિ છે, પણ એક છે કે આપણે જે ત્રીજો રૂલ્સ હતો એમાં સુરા મહેશ વાસા, તો અહીંયા સુરાહા મહેશ વાસા છે, વાસાહા છે એવી ખબર પડતી નથી ત્યારે જ્યારે એ એક સંધિ.
Actually, can I explain English? When we see, well, what he is asking, he says, how can we understand this Shuraha, Maheshwasaha, if Visarga drops, how can we understand here Visarga drops? But little bit further we will understand. We have seen also we verba. So sometimes it's called Shura Bhavanti. If something, Sushura Bhavanti. So you actually Bhavanti is a plural, what we have seen. So if plural is there, so according to this Rama Shabda, Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. So Ramaha Bhavanti should be there. If we say Shuraha Bhavanti, it cannot possible. So we have to apply some logic. If Shura is there, then Bhavati. So always Karta connect with verb. So first Karta connect with Dhatu, Kriyapad. So if Kriyapad is in plural, Bahuvachanam, then Karta should be Bahuvachanam. If Kriyapad is in Ekvachanam, Karta should be in Ekvachanam. That is always they agree with gender, number, everything. But detail we will see further. Any question? Anybody? Any question? Sharmila ji, no? Okay. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.